Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, October 7th, 2021. Here yesterday, I was expecting a low downside breakout out of the daily bar, tiny sideways triangle that was developing. It broke out to the upside. The Astro Excel is a little bit out of phase. You see, we made high here on the green line at 1900 on the 5th. The actual market high was about 1500. We're running a little out of phase. We got this downside move that was projected. It ended early in the morning yesterday on the 6 o'clock bar. We expected more downside into a low in this area here. Where it didn't, we kind of made that low in this prior area here at 700, 6 and 700 hours. And then the Astro Excel projects upward into Friday morning, where we peak out probably later with the blue line, right where the green line dips around 5 to 6 a.m. Anyhow, we made a strong move up yesterday. We've kind of turned a bit sideways. You can see where we are right now. We're on a potential turning point where the blue line has peaked and heads down hard. At about 7:48 or so this morning, we start to go sideways on both lines here. I drew the square around that area. So right here where we're at now, we've got downside pressure on the blue line conflicting with the green line still moving up, and then at about 8:11 they both start sideways, and then they both start to break down. The blue line breaks early around 11:30 and breaks down into the 320 area. The green line goes flat from around 9 to 155, then that breaks down. So inside this up move, we're going to have some downside pressure here, then a flat, then some downside pressure again after 11 this morning. So watch for that. Now we've got a key point on the Vedic chart here. Let me go into that. I'm going to pull that over. Before we go to today, let's recap what happened yesterday first. We had already made this low at 544 in this Vedic green window on the A2 panel. We were trading up when I came on and did the video. I was looking for a peak here and then a move down into later in the day, which didn't happen. We bounced around. We had good trading in this black. And the way you handle this, as I've explained before, is we're trading up. We made a new high in this window, and our first timing trigger was the white block in the A1 panel inside this A2 window. So this small white block was going to give us a trigger. We were making high, so we're looking for a short. So your short trade came in right there at about 9:40 after the open. And then what happened again? We're looking for another trade in this green block on the A1 panel while we're still inside that white block. That actually could have given you two trades. But the first one, if you'd have taken this long, it was a little bit early. What happened about 12 minutes later, we made this little quadruple top, and that triggered another short, which was another about 20-point move to the end of that window where that thing finally bottomed out, and then it made the hard move up. Now today we've got two blocks. You can see in the bright green block on the B1 panel, we made a high right here, right at the very beginning of that panel. Then we traded down. We had a little bit of a pullback here, and now we're into this bigger white block on B1 and the even bigger white block on the B2 panel. So what are we looking at here? This bigger block runs from this morning into the weekend tomorrow. So we're looking for, the way it looks now, that area will be somewhat of a high, and we should roll out of there to a decent move down. But now in the B1 block, we've got a window marked by this bigger red rectangle. It goes from about 2:30 till about 3:50. It basically encompasses the whole trading period from 2:50 a.m. to the end of the trading session today, about 4 o'clock. So we're looking inside this area, and the key point is this A2 white window right here where I've drawn the small red rectangle, and I put the blue vertical line in on the bright green block of the A1. There's also a white right at the beginning of the window. So there's 2 points right there that are going to be a significant move. It's quite possible that we could hit this high in that window if the market trades up into that area. That's going to set up a good short trade. It's going to burn off a chunk of this up move. So that's kind of the key thing I'd be looking for here today. Definitely would be looking for that as my primary consideration today. So that's kind of what you want to look for. Those are keys for today. Concentrate on that. That's it for today, and we'll be back again on Friday with another video. We'll talk to you then.